If you are over 50, what I am about to share could change the way you look at your dinner plate forever. Because scientists now agree that one simple food choice each day can make the difference between fueling cancer growth or fighting it back at the root. And this is not about exotic pills or miracle cures. It is about 10 common vegetables that act like natural chemotherapeutic agents without the side effects. Stay with me until the end because the number one vegetable on this list is so humble, so overlooked that you have probably walked past it in the store 100 times without realizing it can switch on the natural defense system of your body against cancer. If you care about living longer and stronger, hit the subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. This channel is built to help you move with ease, think with clarity, and protect your health for the years ahead. Number 10 is carrots. Carrots are more than just eye food. They are rich in beta-carotene, which is a precursor to vitamin A that not only supports vision but also plays a role in immune surveillance against abnormal cells. When beta-carotene enters the body, it stabilizes free radicals that damage DNA. Damaged DNA is one of the first steps in cancer development, and carrots act like a repair crew arriving before the cracks in the foundation become catastrophic. Carrots are best consumed lightly steamed because steaming boosts carotenoid absorption by softening the cell walls. A half cup daily is enough to flood your system with protective compounds. Number 9 is tomatoes. Tomatoes owe their red color to lycopene, which is a carotenoid that has been linked in numerous studies to a lower risk of prostate, lung, and stomach cancers. Lycopene works by reducing oxidative stress and interfering with insulin-like growth factor signaling, which is a pathway that fuels cancer cell division. Think of lycopene as pressing the pause button on runaway growth. Cooked tomatoes, especially in olive oil, release even more lycopene. A small bowl of tomato sauce or half a cup of stewed tomatoes a few times a week is a practical dose. And here is a mistake that you can avoid by eating them ice cold straight from the fridge, as your body absorbs far less lycopene this way. Number 8 is broccoli. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, which is a sulfur-based compound proven to enhance detoxification enzymes in the liver. These enzymes neutralize carcinogens before they can damage DNA. You can just imagine your liver as a water filter that clogs over time. Sulforaphane helps flush and replace that filter, keeping the bloodstream clear of toxins that could initiate tumors. The secret is not overcooking, as light steaming for under 5 minutes preserves sulforaphane. The aim should be for 1 to 2 cups, 3 to 4 times per week. Number 7 is spinach. Spinach contains folate, which is vital for DNA methylation, a chemical process that decides whether genes linked to cancer stay silent or active. Without enough folate, dangerous genes can awaken. Spinach also provides lutein and zeaxanthin, both of which are carotenoids that mop up free radicals in cell membranes. A generous handful in your morning omelet or smoothie can be enough. Here I want to tell you about a common myth about many people who fear spinach for oxalates. For healthy seniors with balanced diets and no kidney stone history, the benefits outweigh the risks, and cooking reduces oxalates further. Number 6 is cabbage. Cabbage is packed with indole 3-carbinol, which helps regulate estrogen metabolism and shift it towards safer breakdown pathways. This is important because certain estrogen metabolites can stimulate hormone-sensitive cancers like breast and prostate, and by nudging the balance, cabbage protects tissues. You can enjoy it raw in slaws or lightly sautéed, and 3 half-cup servings per week are enough to see benefits. Number 5 is garlic. Garlic is one of the oldest recorded cancer-fighting foods, rich in organosulfur compounds such as allicin, which stimulates immune cells and triggers the programmed self-destruction of damaged cells, known as apoptosis. Garlic acts like a disciplined general, ordering defective cells to retreat before they spread. Crush or chop it and let it rest for 10 minutes before cooking. This activates allicin, and consuming 2 cloves a day, raw or lightly cooked, is considered a protective dose. Number 4 is Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts combine the detoxifying power of sulforaphane with additional antioxidants, such as camphorol. Studies show they enhance DNA repair mechanisms. You can consider your DNA as a library, and free radicals tear out pages. Brussels sprouts bring the librarians back and restore order to the shelves. You can roast or steam half a cup 3 times per week to get its full benefits. Number 3 is kale. Kale is loaded with glucosinolates, which your body converts into isothiocyanates to suppress tumor growth and inflammation. It also delivers vitamin K, vitamin C, and quercetin, and this triple punch strengthens blood vessels, boosts immunity, and shields cells from oxidative DNA breaks. For maximum effect, you can eat rock ale massaged with olive oil or lightly steamed, and 1 cup a few times a week is ideal. Number 2 is cauliflower. Cauliflower might look plain, but it is a cruciferous vegetable that delivers indole-3-carbinol and sulforaphane in abundance, and both of which can activate phase 2 detox enzymes to neutralize carcinogens in the gut as well as in the liver. You can imagine sparks falling on dry grass, and cauliflower is like water poured over the sparks before they ignite a fire. You can use 1 cup, roasted or steamed, 3 times per week to get maximum benefits. Number 1 is onions. Here we arrive at the most overlooked powerhouse. Onions contain quercetin, sulfur compounds, and anthocyanins that not only act as antioxidants but also slow the process by which tumors grow new blood vessels, and without a blood supply, tumors cannot expand. Clinical nutrition texts highlight that frequent onion consumption is linked with reduced risk of gastrointestinal cancers. Slice half an onion in 2 soups, stews, or salads daily, as raw offers the strongest punch, but even lightly cooked onions retain benefits. This is the vegetable most of us ignore, yet it may be the strongest daily insurance policy against cancer. Now, let us take a deep dive into the biological aspects of how vegetables block cancer at the cellular level. Cancer begins with mutations in DNA. Free radicals from pollution, tobacco, or even normal metabolism damage the DNA strands. If unrepaired, these mutations can switch on oncogenes, which are genes that drive abnormal growth. Antioxidants in vegetables, such as carotenoids, vitamin C, vitamin E, and polyphenols, neutralize free radicals before they strike DNA. Folate from leafy greens helps maintain stable DNA methylation, and it also silences cancer-promoting genes. Sulfur compounds from garlic, onions, and crucifers ramp up detoxification enzymes in the liver, so carcinogens are rapidly neutralized. Beyond defense, many of these compounds actively trigger apoptosis in cells that have already gone rogue. They also inhibit angiogenesis to cut off the blood supply to early tumors. Think of it as a layered defense system. The antioxidants are shields, the detox enzymes are the cleanup crews, the apoptotic triggers are executioners of damaged cells, and the anti-angiogenic compounds are gatekeepers blocking supply lines. And together, this multi-front strategy is why a diet rich in these vegetables consistently lowers cancer risk in epidemiological studies. Now, let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old retired librarian. She had always eaten fairly well, but after her sister got diagnosed with cancer, she decided to become more intentional. Margaret began adding cruciferous vegetables to her dinners, garlic to her sauces, and onions to her soups. Within 6 months, she noticed her digestion improved, her energy was steadier, and her doctor commented on her lowered markers of inflammation. For her, the shift was not about fear but empowerment and giving her body the tools to defend itself every single day. Now there are some common mistakes to avoid. The first mistake is overcooking cruciferous vegetables like broccoli or kale until they are limp because this will destroy sulforaphane, so avoid overcooking them. Another mistake is relying on just one vegetable, which is not a good idea, as cancer defense comes from the synergy of many nutrients, and therefore try to use multiple vegetables. And the last mistake is eating processed versions, like fried onion rings or garlic powders with additives, which lose most protective compounds. That is why you should make sure not to eat their processed versions. So here is your daily action summary. You can picture your plate divided in 2 quarters. At least half should be vegetables, with 1 crucifer, 1 allium that can be onion or garlic, and 1 carotenoid-rich choice like carrots or tomatoes. You can rotate them through the week to get your desired results. Remember, you are not fragile, you are not destined to decline, you are a steward of one of the most powerful defense systems nature has ever designed. Your body is not broken, it may simply be undernourished, and with the right fuel, it remembers how to protect you. Try this for 7 days by adding at least one of these cancer-fighting vegetables to every meal. Then come back and tell us in the comments what changes you noticed in your energy, digestion, or even mood. If this message resonates, hit subscribe right now. And if onions surprised you as the #1 protector, type onion power in the comments. Because this is not just about food, it is about living longer, stronger, and free from fear.